The following may contain language that is not suitable for all audiences. It's time for the Low Fat Podcast.
Happy?
Yes.
Nice short one.
Yeah. So here we are, nicotineless Low Fat Podcast. Because somebody decided that he didn't want to get any cigarettes.
Oops. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm really sorry.
You lie. You lie. Which congressman was it that said that to President Obama?
You lie?
Yeah, during a State of the Union address.
He actually said, he yelled that out?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, yeah.
He was talking about, the president was talking about something, and the congressman was like, you lie! And he's all, not true. But anyway, the only reason I bring that up is because I was thinking about the media. Only because, I guess Fox News is getting some retribution from its fans for what the fans consider not so great reporting.
Well, isn't this the blowout of what happened on election night? Isn't this the continuation?
Well, that and I guess Tucker Carlson was dismissive of Sidney Powell. And so,
who the hell is Sidney Powell?
She's a lawyer.
But why is she everywhere?
From North Carolina.
Right now.
Well, she was the one that
she's
represented Michael Flynn.
But she's all over Twitter.
Right, but she's also, she filed a couple of lawsuits that the right-wing folks are calling the Kraken. Now, apparently those lawsuits are riddled with typos and all kinds of stuff, but this is coming from people who are just like, have you ever... Actually, a lot of times when lawsuits get filed, and they get filed quick, there's shit tons of typos and all kinds of errors.
Huh.
What do you mean, huh? You're a frickin' lawyer. You should know.
Well, yeah, but I've never litigated.
So. Oh, but you didn't practice law.
No, I did practice. I do practice law. Good Lord. Dick.
Less. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny because, Fox News was riding kind of high and all the other media companies were calling it the evil empire and all this bullshit when I was telling you it was the same as everybody else. And you're all, it can't be true, Dave.
I still am astounded.
Well, I think it's funny how Fox News dropped just through the floor of all that stuff, and then the other media companies are coming to Fox News' rescue.
They are?
They're defending it. They're defending the Fox
No.
folks. And it reminded me of when I just kind of gave up on the media.
When was this?
Oh, shoot, it must have been 2008.
Really?
Yeah, because the candidate Obama was talking about all this stuff, and I didn't even notice that he was black. I was focused on all the stuff that he was talking about that he would do.
Right.
And I was like, you've got to be crazy. No, that's horrible. Policy wise.
Right.
And I had a lot of friends that were sitting there going, oh yeah, it's going to be great. And I was sitting there going, policy wise, he's going to be like Jimmy Carter or John Quincy Adams.
I don't know about what John Quincy Adams did or didn't do.
Well, John Quincy Adams supposedly was so smart that, he couldn't work with anybody, which I don't think is the case of President Obama. I mean, I don't know how smart he is or how stupid he is, and I really don't care. But the way the media carried water for this guy, because he was the great black hope. He was going to, so many people voted for him to prove that they weren't racist. That they didn't check it for his policies.
I don't think they cared.
That's what I'm saying. The black community in the United States all voted for him because that was the closest thing to a black president that they had. Because the only one they had before that was Bill Clinton. That's a joke. You're supposed to laugh. But so Barack Obama was about the closest thing to a black president you could get. And the reason why I say that is because he grew up in the United States, but he grew up raised by white people. He had an African father, but his father was a Kenyan communist who worked in the government of Kenya, and so for varying reasons, I did not consider him like a true black president because he didn't grow up here. Just like there are a lot of people when I used to go visit Korea, would not consider me Korean because I grew up here.
Is Barack Obama still popular in the black community?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he
must
is.
be.
I'm sure he is. And he's a smooth guy. I mean, all the stuff that he's got, great. But his policies, I thought were crap. But
I couldn't even name any of his policies, really.
well, the dipping your toe into socialized medicine, I thought was not a good idea. But anyway, not even. That's not the point. The point was the media. The amount of I don't even know what you call it, but the amount of whatever the media was doing, because they clearly loved him. And so, he could do no wrong. And all during his campaign, during his presidency, a lot of his stuff that another candidate would have been raked over the coals for.
All the coils.
Didn't happen. They like to, the present day ones like to sit there and say, oh, well, it was a different time back then when they were talking about all the bullshit that the media covered up for Kennedy. I hate it when
people say shit like that.
No, for Kennedy.
Oh, right.
Remember?
But I had a friend of mine say that about Barack Obama, too. Oh, it was a different time when Barack Obama was president.
Is this person like 4 years old?
No.
Then this person needs to frickin' wake up and stop saying stupid shit. But what I was talking about at a different time is, the comparison was the media folks in the 90s and the early 2000s when talking about the media folks in the 60s doing all the cover-ups for John F. Kennedy, not talking about his affairs, not talking about this, blah, 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 and saying, oh, it was a different time then. But I'm like, but you guys covered for your guy.
So, see, I thought it was something new.
No, and
this
like I said, it's not. This does not have anything to do with the president. I'm talking about the media folks. And this kind of goes into what we're going to talk about next, I suppose, which is coronavirus, which will be maybe tomorrow's podcast. But, all the media outlets and a lot of people are really unhappy. Like, how come you don't believe it? You fucking conspiracy theorist, you right-wing deplorable, whatever name you want to, you fucking rube, whatever you want to say.
Oh, and even if they're not saying that, they're thinking it.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, these are the same people that for 4 years were like, not my president, or there was, blah, blah, blah. Now there's rampant cheating going on, and now you need to respect the process. And I'm just sitting there going, I don't get it, number one. But I might be confusing some stuff, but yeah, I am confusing some stuff.
What?
I don't know. I got thrown off track.
Well, we're talking about Fox.
That's not going to help me get on track.
Oh,
because I'm probably thinking about the other thing that I'm thinking about. Okay, guys, the reason why I stutter is because my brain's ahead of my mouth. So when I'm talking, that's stuff that I thought about a while ago, and my brain's going on to something else.
Really?
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
Well, most people who stutter, and also I think I'm actually naturally left-handed.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So that makes you stutter?
No, I was naturally left-handed, and I was prevented by a parent from using my left hand.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about this. She would always take the...
I didn't tell you. My mom told you.
Oh, okay. Because she didn't want you to be left-handed?
Yeah.
Why?
It's not very good to be left-handed in a...
right-handed world?
In a totalitarian state that is in a totalitarian society that is Korea.
I didn't think Korea was a totalitarian society.
It's a joke, dumbass.
Oh.
The totalitarian part of it is it's a homogenous society.
Oh.
There's only one ethnic group. And so you got to be like everybody else. If everybody else is right-handed, you being the dumbass that's left-handed just doesn't look so good.
It didn't really help you though, did it?
What?
Of fitting in.
No, so I guess the joke's on her.
You don't fit into the crowd.
So the media stuff. Now I get it. So the media nowadays just seems like it's really kind of catering to their audience. And when I listen or watch any media stuff and get super angry, which I often do, the only thing I realize is I'm not that outlet's audience. So I'm still trying to find the outlet that I'm the audience for.
I don't know if there is one, dude.
Don't burst my bubble. Okay? You sit there, you sit there and you're like, you might be able to find someone to get married to and have kids with. And when I say no, probably not, you're all like, oh yeah. The chances of that are going down every day. But no, out of thousands of outlets, me finding the outlet that I'm the audience for is, impossible.
Is there thousands of outlets really though?
Well, no, because there's only like 5 or 6, but there's a whole bunch of independent folks.
But I feel like even with the independent folks, it's the same shit. Everybody's talking about the same shit.
Exactly. It's everybody's getting the same stuff, and then they go on their little YouTube channel or BitChute channel or whatever channel it is. I think it's funny because they sit there and talk about, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give me money.
Yeah, so they're not really independent.
What are you talking about for independent?
Well, you shouldn't. Well, I suppose you have to ask for money if you're independent, don't you?
If that's how they're making their living, then yeah.
Yeah. That's not fair for me to say, yeah.
I don't know why you keep using that word. You keep saying that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Thank you, Inigo Montoya.
12 minutes. Are you going to delete this? Why? The whispering, you idiot.
No, I'm going to leave it.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. We don't have a timer today either, so
Yeah, no cigarettes, no timer. I suck.
So if this week's batch is particularly bad, y'all know why.
Yeah, it's my fault.
It's always your fault.